I'm Ashton Addison from EventChain.io for Investment Pitch Media and FinTech News Network. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Thibault Verbiest, the lawyer and novelist of multiple books. Welcome to the show, Thibault. It's a pleasure to have you today.
Hi, and thanks for the right pronunciation of my name. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. It was a pleasure meeting you in Vietnam, where we spoke on the stage at the blockchain conference. You told me a little bit about the books that you've been writing and that you're an international lawyer. Could you give us a little bit of background on how you got into law and writing and into the cryptocurrency industry?
Yes, sure. I started lawyering about 25 years ago, and I immediately started focusing on the interactions between law and technologies. And then back in time, it was the beginning, the very beginning of the internet age, with the first rise of e-commerce websites, etc. It was around 1998 or 97 maybe, and so it was the very beginning, and I was so excited, about being one of the first lawyers trying to understand how we can combine peer-to-peer technologies like internet and regulations, because it was a real shift of paradigm for everyone, but including for lawyers, right? And this
Definitely.
is how it started. It's how it started. So I founded my first firm in 2000, which was, the only or the first firm entirely dedicated to internet regulations in Brussels, Paris, Tel Aviv after. And after some years, I started, because I was projecting myself always into the future.
For sure.
Because I have a lot of imagination too. I had some ideas about science fiction stories, and somehow always in relation with what I'm doing as a lawyer, somehow, and because both are feeding each other, my screenwriting and or writing, and because I also sometimes write screenplays, and my job as a lawyer, both interact with each other. And it was the same for blockchain, basically, and when I discovered blockchain, what, maybe 6 years ago, I took it as a possible subject for a novel, because this is just fascinating. You have something like there with the blockchain, which is like a collective consciousness. It's like a
Definitely.
collective consciousness. We are all intertwined, interconnected as nodes in a very equal way. In and we are all part of that huge consciousness. It's a very beautiful image of the evolution of our society. Actually, blockchain.
That's amazing. Yeah, I completely agree with you. And now, is this part of the thesis of your novels, or is this just the inspiration? And, what were the ideas and how you came up with these two
Yes,
novels?
my first novel was written now 6 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, and it started 10 years ago. It had nothing to do directly with the blockchain. The second one is more connected to the blockchain, but the first one, Amalek, which is available in English, it has been translated into English, and Amalek is about the story. The pitch is nine Israeli soldiers who are teleported, like in a Star Trek movie,
Yep.
beam me up, Scotty, they're teleported accidentally in Auschwitz in 1943, so back in time. And it's action, it's also spiritual, and because my soldiers, they will be infiltrated into the Auschwitz camp, and many things will happen to them, but also at a spiritual level. It's not just about action, so it's a meaningful story for me, what's going on there. And we're gonna discuss it after, but Amalek is will be one of the first two novels, probably in the world, I would say, that you will be able to to buy using cryptocurrencies. So I'm saying it now because just because Amalek is in English. First it's a fascinating novel, and I urge you to read. And for the cryptosphere, you can use your cryptocurrencies and buy it.
That's great. That's awesome. So, and I heard that you guys are having a launch party for your second book as well, where you will be accepting cryptocurrency for the books. Can you tell us
Yes.
a little bit about the launch party? When is it, and what are you expecting to get out of that?
Yes, the launch event will take place in Paris on the 8th of November, at my office. We have a big office in Paris where we can welcome many people, and it will be a double event, I would say. First, it will be a signing session of my second novel, Libre. This is the French name. As I told you before starting the interview, I have not elected any English title yet because the translation of Libre into English sounds not very good. Free, doesn't sound good in English. So I have to find another title in English, but whatever. And so it will be the signing session of my second novel. Today only in French. Soon it's going to be available in English. It's a matter of maximum 2 months. It's being translated now, Libre. And it will be also the official launch of Cryptobooks.club. And Cryptobooks.club is a smart, basically it's a smart contract. It's a
Okay.
smart contract, and where that will accept ethers and the major ERC20 tokens, not
Mm-hmm.
all of them, but
Mm-hmm.
the major ones, meaning that we're going to take the 21st or major ERC20 tokens in terms of liquidity,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so if you have tokens from some of the big ICOs of the last month, and you want to use them to buy ebooks, you can do it. No, we're gonna start with just a few books and starting with my own novels. I'm also part of the founders of cryptobooks.club, and we're gonna upgrade very soon because we are now entering into partnerships with a number of publishers, ebook publishers,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and so we're going to be able to offer a very large catalog of ebooks before the end of this year, and so eventually we'll end up being like a crypto Amazon.
That's awesome. So, are you guys looking for more people as publishers to join the club as well as readers?
Yes, exactly. And actually, we're gonna address both the self-publishing area and the publishing industry. So if you are an author and you want to self-publish, now you go to Amazon. Most people go to Amazon, right? That's what
Yeah.
I did for my second novel. My first novel was published by a prestigious, official, well-known publisher in Europe. But for my second novel, I decided to self-publish. And so I went to Amazon. That's what most, if not all, authors, in the dynamics do. They go to Amazon because Amazon now you can offer ebooks as a self-publishing author, but also paperback books. And so it's if you have the energy and the envy and the conviction to promote your own books. That's what most authors do today. Amazon is a good solution, and it requires a lot of energy from the authors. But even if you are published by a big publisher, unless you are very well-known author, it's the same. You need to invest to get committed to the promotion of your book the same way, I would say, right?
Definitely.
And so Amazon is the solution for most self-publishing authors. And now we're adding CryptoBooks.club as an add-on for self-publishing authors, and they would address the crypto community as well.
Definitely.
Of course, we are. It's a bet. We are making that assumption that the crypto community will be excited to use their tokens to buy something, as I would say, not trivial, but you know what I mean, daily life stuff, and as books, right? And we'll see how the reaction of the crypto community will be. But anyway, we are not doing it for money. We are not doing an ICO. It's not a question of about making money here. It's a question that we are all, when I say all, it's the team dedicated to Cryptobooks.club, to the web design, the development of the smart contract. We are doing a great job here, and you will look mid of November. The website will be available. The result will be great. Will be great. We won't be ashamed even compared to Amazon in terms of the features, the look and feel. Everything will be great. It's going to be a great portal for buying books.
Awesome.
And but we are doing it because we are committed to that new era that is announced by blockchain. You know, uh, it's what we said in the beginning of that great interview, and let's provide some sense and meaningfulness to what we are doing here. We are not here to raise easy funds. We are here because we believe that blockchain is a profound game changer in everyone's life. Even if I'm sure that in 5 years, many people will be using blockchain even without knowing it. The same way that you don't understand what the internet protocols are, and while you're using internet 50, 100 times a day, you don't understand the internet protocols which are behind that, right?
No.
So probably same with blockchain. Blockchain is a new infrastructure that will make this world society more horizontal than vertical, and that's awesome.
That is awesome. And I'm glad that you guys are starting this club, growing the community. So, what is in the next 6 months for you? Is it do the crypto, do the crypto club, go out and promote your book? Are you writing another novel? What's coming up for you in the next 6 months?
Altogether, of course, we're gonna promote Cryptobooks.club, because what we are looking for is more authors and more publishers, because we are accepting already. We have already a partnering publisher playing with us, and we are willing to accept also publishers, because publishers are facing also problems today, and they are being, now somehow attacked by, platforms like Amazon. The bookshops, they are in poor shape. It's a moribund industry, publishing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we are offering a new way for publishers to address a new market, and directly. That this is the advantage of blockchain, and with full transparency for everyone. And so publishers are more than welcome. And also we are going to reinvent the publishing chain. uh, Blockchain is providing transparency, but we can also reinvent some dynamics that are failing today, like international translation of books.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very difficult to get translated. You need to get published first, then your publisher needs to convince another publisher of the target country to translate the book, and it's very costly, etc. Here, we are offering the possibility to be translated using a community of translators being paid in tokens,
That's great.
and with peers validating the translation quality being paid also in tokens. So we are using what the crypto community can bring best
Mm-hmm.
to our society, right? And so yes, we're gonna promote Cryptobooks.club, and I'm gonna promote my books by the same token. And in my view, now both are connected.
Definitely. So if people are looking to reach out to you to get involved with the project, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Either through my website, thibaultverbiest.com, and there is a contact form. If you write me, I will respond. And or you can also go through cryptobooks.club, contact, and same. We're gonna respond.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Thibault, for being a part of this interview. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day. And I'm looking forward to hearing how your launch party went and seeing the success of your further novels in our next interview. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.